Hola, hola. Does anybody have something like this around their town? Has anybody noticed a bit more water around their town? I will be making these videos short. It might be like 10 videos that I will be making today. So I want to cover a lot of ground and make a resume of a lot of things that I have been sharing for a couple years now. I'm not sure if you are ready to accept and allow your mind to remember how many times we have done things that have endured, that has tarnished others. And whenever we did all those things, we didn't do it to others. We did it to ourselves. Because when we act and we don't request somebody's permission, we are invading their space. We are disrespecting them. Whether you were a child, as I myself remember how many occasions I would go to school with my head down, looking at the rocks in my feet, walking on the roads. Because the shame that I felt, the embarrassment, the guilt, I had a lot of things going on. And maybe this happened to you too. Where the waters of my mind, all those thoughts were a visual in my body. Scars, scratches, the marks of that object that was used for my whipping, that it happened almost non-stop throughout the day. It took me a long time to let that go. It took me a long time to accept that I was not supposed to feel the shame for what somebody else did to me. Because maybe it was done unto them. That my essence was in that imbalance, because if I did not focus on the good things that I had and placed all my energy on what was done unto me that was not proper, how do you allow yourself to connect with everything? Because when you go through such abuse, through that invasion, violation of your space, you want to make yourself disappear. Because you are told what little you are. And then The first few times, you start asking, please, no, 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 no. You scream it out loud. No more, no beating, no whipping, don't hurt me. And then you realize that that only gave that person more energy, more desire to make out of you the scapegoat of their frustrations, of their anger, of their stupidity. Yes. And time passed by, years, a decade. In my case, I decided to run away. Because in my mind, I kept telling me, when I'm big, and I would dream what I wanted to do when I was big, that I was not going to allow that to kill my dreams, to act, to connect with all that, those things that I saw that were beautiful around me. God, source, consciousness. And I kept telling myself, when I am big, I will stay positive. When I am big, I will have in me the intention to do good things. Because to go through days of 24 hours a day, and I have shared with in this channel already, where I slept on the field with no blankets in the middle of a dark, rainy night, not knowing if I was going to be able to close my eyes for minutes or I would be awoken with a beating. I have seen people that went through this same thing. Maybe this doesn't resonate with you. And now those people, they overcame those things because they developed this new personality. You call it narcissist. Everything they touched, everything they grabbed, it was for them. They would force themselves to smile. They would force themselves to like and say the right things that people wanted to say. To have them say, to have them do. And when they got to that point where they have all the power, so they think, in the material wealth, deep inside of them, they don't know how to shut that voice that comes in every now and then that says, this has no solution because you keep living in lies. Those waters, those floods in the mind are so high, so confused, because we could have chosen to live in a lie, build the world, the lie, to benefit only me. I chose not to. I kept reminding myself, when I grow up, and I still say it to myself, when I grow up. Each one of us makes a choice. And even though the waters are very high over here, we're not allowed to go around very much. I come to connect to other parts of me. Nature is part of me. Nature fed me when I was going out there hungry. Nature watched out for me when I was climbing up those trees for that one fruit, that I had to do it so fast. That way maybe the beating, the whipping would not be so bad. And I would put some in the bag and run home as fast as I could and say, look what I brought, thinking that it would make her happy. No, it was never enough. I still got the beating. That has happened to quite a few of us. Now we can choose to heal, to let go of all that. Because just because somebody took everything of you, everything that you thought that you were, but that was only one little part of you. That body, that mind, that heart, that physical body, it was one part. We still have Mother Nature. What if I told you that there are many parts are waiting for you to accept, to let go everything and connect with those other parts of you? We are a living organism. We are the animals, we are the forest, we are the oceans, we are the mountains. We are a thread into a vast planet web. We are a biosphere that pulses in one interconnection field of consciousness. When we let go everything and not hold on to those chains and be in that narcissistic that we were forced to become, all that abuse, all that fear, all that control, how we felt that we had to keep taking that frustration, that anger from somebody and had to keep pushing it down in a sack. And we became so filled with so much trauma, so much hurt and so much pain that we forgot to smile. We forgot to dream like a child. I assure you, if and when you go through the dark night of the soul, because something big has to happen to where it triggers everything and it causes that explosion where you go, where do I go from here? What is the next step? You can make the choice to just let go everything. The money, the material, the diseases, everything that has forced you to go into that night of the soul. Let everything die and become a new you. Be born again. And then, when you allow yourself to be born, maybe in a year or so from now, you will say, I made the right choice. What took me all my life, not knowing how to cure that disease, knowing that all the money and all the power that I held could not buy the health of your mind, the health of your heart, the health of your body, because you were always disguising it, always dressing it up with lies. You will know how much you are loved, how beautiful you are, and that you were always protected. It's just that we forgot that we had made the agreement to come here and learn. And the choice is all ours. I love you. I love you because you exist, because you have the opportunity to put light on your soul by making the choice to go to and stay in the dark or go in the light. I'll be sharing more in the next video. Bye.